pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then forward on 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Chiefs are 12-2 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, We'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the 16, Mahomes. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman for the KC first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 26. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go. Had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 70 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the 4 defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you have 2 very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 27, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second down and 7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Bills first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Kansas
So with
City
1 second
Chiefs.
left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. play action. It's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darius Slayton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mahomes now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bills 28, Chiefs 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man right side is Tony. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
35, Chiefs 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 43, 43.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Cook
will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bills 42, Chiefs 24. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
first down, Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
23.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.